Good evening to our viewers in the West, and thank you for joining us on this Thursday night. President Biden just addressed the nation in a rare primetime speech about gun violence. The president made an impassioned plea, calling on lawmakers to pass common-sense gun laws. 56 candles line the president's walk to the podium, representing that all 50 states and 6 territories are impacted. In less than 3 weeks, 10 people were killed in Buffalo, New York, 21 killed in Uvalde, Texas, including 19 children. And then last night's hospital shooting in Tulsa, Oklahoma, that killed 4. So far this year, the U.S. has seen 233 mass shootings. The last time Congress passed a major piece of federal gun legislation was nearly 30 years ago with the assault weapons ban. Well, that expired in 2004. The AR-15 style rifle is the weapon of choice for the deadliest mass shootings in America. Our team is covering all the new information from Tulsa to Uvalde, but we're going to begin with CBS's Ed O'Keefe from the White House. Good evening, Ed.
Nora, good evening. The president tonight said he isn't trying to take away firearms from legal gun owners, merely trying to protect children. And he endorsed ongoing bipartisan talks to find a solution. Addressing the nation tonight, just over 24 hours after the latest mass shooting, President Biden called for a ban on assault weapons and high-capacity magazines.
This isn't about taking away anyone's rights. It's about protecting children. It's about protecting families. It's about protecting whole communities. It's about protecting our freedom to go to school, to a grocery store, to a church, without being shot and killed.
Mr. Biden endorsed ongoing talks in the Senate about possible gun reforms that appear to have momentum. Maine Republican Susan Collins says the group is making rapid progress toward a common-sense package. But the negotiations aren't focused on a possible weapons ban. Instead, on improving background checks and so-called red flag laws that keep guns from people who could harm themselves or others.
It could break the logjam, a 30-year logjam in which Congress hasn't done anything meaningful to stop this pace of mass shootings.
House Democrats today continued crafting their own gun reform legislation.
We are paying for this deadly culture with the lives of the American people.
A bill that's poised to get a vote next week would raise the age for buying semi-automatic weapons from 18 to 21 and ban large-capacity gun magazines. 6 of the 9 deadliest mass shootings since 2018 were carried out by people 21 or younger. Republicans slammed the hearing. Some brought their own weapons.
Here's a Sig Sauer 320. It takes a 20-round magazine.
And said the bill would threaten the Second Amendment.
This bill would not stop the terrible events. It wouldn't harden schools, but it will sure take away the rights of the American people who follow the law.
But there's bipartisan pressure to act from outside Washington, too. 250 mayors of both parties are calling for gun reform, including Miami Republican Francis Suarez.
Americans expect this problem to be solved, and we know that government plays a big role in solving it.
Now, it's important to point out, while the House wants to pass that legislation next week, there's currently no path forward for it in the evenly divided Senate. That's why the White House and lawmakers know any breakthrough will have to come from Republicans and Democrats in the Senate trying to cut a deal. Nora?
Ed O'Keefe, thank you.